Learning targets for today, I can see myself in nature and I can observe how communities use nature. Before we get into directions, I want to talk about why we're doing this lesson. So, why are we looking at how we use nature? The natural world is all around you and a big part of your life, whether you realize that or whether you truly believe that or not. Natural spaces are best when they're enjoyed by all people, not just wealthy or rich people or quote unquote outdoor types of people. I hope that after this lesson and after this unit, you know that you belong in nature and that nature belongs to you. And also, when we interact with nature more and we use the environment more, that makes us appreciate the environment more and makes us want to take care of it and makes us want to save the climate. So, in Schoology, you are going to open your assignment. It's called How We Use the Environment assignment. And when you open it in Google Docs, you can just go through it step by step. So, step one, in this box, you're going to list all the different ways you use nature. So, when you go outside, what do you do? And then talk to the people at your table or two people near you and list all the ways they use the climate or they use nature. Then you're going to look at local parks, state parks, and national parks. For each park you choose to look at, you're going to write down the name of the park, all the different activities there are to do at the park, what you would do, what would be good for a family to do at the park, and then what value does this park add to its community? So why is it important that that park is there? Why is that park good for the community? To do a local park, if you want to type in your address, you can click here to open Google Maps. And if you know your address, you can type it in and hit enter, and Google will take it to you. If you don't know your address or just don't want to use your own home, you can click here and it'll take you to Northview Middle School and you can look for parks near Northview. So to do this, literally just look for green spots on Google Maps. All of them are going to be a park. So Willow Lane, Orchard Park, I'm going to pick Orchard Lane Park. When I click on it, it gives me a bunch of pictures. So I'm going to click on these images to see what there is to do at that park. I see you can play basketball. You can have a picnic. You can go on a playground. That'd be really great for families. So with the picnic part, you can play kickball, baseball, softball. Maybe I would want to play kickball when I go there. Or I do love a good swing, so I might swing. So that will help you get your answers for that one. Then for state parks, if you click here, it'll bring you to a list of all the state parks. So there's a list on the left-hand side that you can look at, and then there's also a ton of location pins for you to look at over here. So I'm going to pick the Afton State Park in Minnesota, and I'm going to click on the pin, and it brings up a bunch of general stuff. You can click the website, or if you scroll down, once again, it gives you a ton of pictures to see what there is to do at that park and what there is to see. So you can go in the river, you can go on a boat, you can swim, you can maybe fish. I think this one has some trails you can walk on as well. So that's how you'll find information for the state park. And then for national parks, you're going to go to a national park finder. And you don't have to just select Minnesota. You can select any country you want or any state that you want. So I'm going to choose California. And I'm going to scroll down and look for one that looks cool to me. I want to look at the Cesar Chavez Park. So I'm going to click here and it takes me to that park website. If you click on Learn About the Park, there's a ton of pictures. It can tell you what you can do at the park. If you plan your visit, again, that tells you what you're able to do at the park. So explore the website a little bit and you'll be able to find your answers to the questions. Once you're done exploring all the parks, then you'll do your final step, which is an exit ticket. Question number 1, do you think it's important for people to have access to local, state, and national parks? Explain your answer. And number 2, do you personally see yourself using or visiting any of the parks you researched today? Why or why not? So are you going to hit up the park that's by your house? Or maybe in the summer, are you going to ask if your family can travel to a state park? Once you're done, be sure to hit submit on Schoology and then do your KWL chart for the day, which is in Schoology.